How you doing, guys? Chad here. Today's all about tractor fun. John Deere tractor fun. It is a cab model, which is an upgraded model. Of course, I'm here in Ontario, Canada, and I don't want to be blowing snow and the snow come back in my face. That's the worst. So nice and toasty inside the cab. What we have here is a John Deere 3039R. I had it equipped with the 320R loader. They do have the kind of tires that are like turf tires, and they won't dig up the ground as much when you're driving. I plan on doing a lot of work up in my woods, collecting wood for firewood, making trails, grappling, skidding, those kind of things. So I wanted to make sure I got some good grip on the tires. Rear view mirrors, a guard so that your cool John Deere grill here doesn't get ruined. It's got all the hydraulics down there. You see those hydraulics, guys? They got the different colors so that when you're actually disconnecting them, it's easy enough to put back together, so you know which hose goes to which. It's actually quite handy for somebody who's not a farmer. It's got lights up at the top there. These came in handy a while ago when I was working in my orchard at night. Some people I know question me, "Hey Chad, why'd you get such a big expensive tractor?" And I mean, there's a lot of answers for that, but to help you guys guide your decisions on what tractor you're maybe looking for, we have 90 acres here on the farm, and I want to be able to use a tiller on the rear, and I need the ground clearance. You can see there's a really good ground clearance. Like, what is that? I mean, to that differential thing down there, you're talking like a foot ground clearance. So that's pretty good. When you get into the smaller series, like the 2000 series and the 1000 series, they're not strong enough. They don't have the PTO power. There's many different models. I feel like John Deere has so many step-ups of engine power. I wanted the ground clearance because I don't want to get stuck on some log when I'm in the woods. This thing does have four-wheel drive, so at least I'll be able to go over those bumps and some other areas of the farm that's not exactly level. You don't want to be grounding underneath. This door opens. It's very handy on the cabs to have both doors open so that in case you ever have to talk with somebody while you're doing something, this is you can keep that open. They got the hoses and the connections all wrapped up nice and tight. This is to add the washer fluid. And of course, there's a windshield wiper on the back and a windshield wiper on the front. And they come in handy also whenever it's raining or whenever the snow is on you. It's got cool taillights. It's got taillights up here. One thing I would suggest for anybody who's planning on doing anything at night is to get the rear work lights. You got your 3-point hitch right here. You got all the hydraulic hoses. You got your safety chain. This 60-inch Meteor snowblower attachment. It's a rear snowblower attachment. It is a beast. It'll rip and shred anything. This is for your diesel fuel. It is a diesel. You got all these different connectors there. These are the hoses that are connecting to the blower here, right? Because you got this that goes, it allows this to go whoop, 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 up and down. And then you got your grills right here, right? And this allows it to swivel back and forth. You to angle your chutes. It's got the shoes down here. It does have shoes on the bottom. You can see there, covered in the snow. And then these are the pins for the shoes if you want to adjust it up or down. Your PTO shaft right there. This guy. This thing right here is to be filled up with concrete. And I think they call it a ballast box. But it did come with the unit, and it's just to help give you some weight on the back when you're just using the loader. You need the ballast to give you a bit more balance and a bit more stability. But a little tip, and I haven't done it yet because it's winter, right? I'm just waiting until the spring to get really going. There are wheel spacers for this guy that will make it less tippy. It's one negative on this unit, I guess because the cab has a lot of weight and it's a top heavy now. So It is very tippy when you're going on uneven ground. There are a couple of times when I was using it in the woods that my heart kind of goes, because I feel like I'm gonna go over, but it doesn't go over. But you know, there are wheel spacers out there. Anyways, let me take you on the inside and give you a tour of the cab. I just put a seat cover on here, guys. It's just a cheapy cover. You know, the John Deere covers are quite expensive. There's a mechanism here on how you adjust the air ride seat, because it is an air ride. You see the air ride, guys? Whoo, it's nice. You don't hurt your back when you're riding around. This lever right here is your four-wheel drive. Right now it's in four-wheel drive. If you put it down, it's in two-wheel drive. This is your wipers for the front. You can see it's got the tilt steering. This is your engine speed. It's got all these gadgets right here. This is your lights, obviously. Then this is your four-ways. This is your signals. This is your display here, so I can cycle through. You can see that display is changing, eh? It does have heating in here. You can see, guys, it's got this for air conditioning. You got the temperature for the air conditioning, and then this is your heat temperature, and this is the fan speed. Did take me a little bit of adjustment many times to get these deflectors, to get them right, because what happens when you're in a cab and it's cold outside and you're getting warm in here, it starts to fog up. So I don't have really any of these things pointing at me. I have them pointing kind of at the windows to keep all the windows clear. It took me a little bit to get used to that. So if anybody's got a cab out there, I'm sure you've already figured that out. Anybody who doesn't have a cab but's thinking about getting a cab, just remember you gotta adjust those things before you get into an emergency situation. This is the joystick controller for the loader. You can also have a little attachment in here for when you get a grapple. That's for the third usage. There's a button right here. You see that button, guys? This button, you push that button, okay? You push that button and it transfers the hydraulics from the front to the back. So when I'm using the snowblower and I want to adjust the swivel and adjust the angle of the chute, I push that in and I can use the joystick to control that. This is your 3-point hitch height. This little thing right here allows you to, you know, stop it at a certain height if you choose. This is your PTO engage right here. This is all your cruise control. This is the auto for the transmission. This is the rear wipers right here. You can have a whole bunch more accessories put on. This back window opens also. If you want to open it, this does open to let some air in here. It does have a radio. It's got a whole little section right here. You can put your phone here. You can put your drinks. This is your 12-volt plug in case you need a charger or something. So that's your transmission. This is for when you're doing work. This is neutral. This is the medium, and then this is C. C is for when you're driving fast on the highway. This is your parking brake right here. Down there is your brakes. Another thing I really like about the John Deere, because it has two pedals, one for forward, one for reverse. Take a look. This is forward, this is reverse. Forward, reverse. It does come in handy. If you only had the one pedal, then you would have to shift it into reverse every time you want to go in reverse. So I do like that about the John Deere. There's a nice sun flap right here in case you're getting too bright. It's got a nice little rear view mirror in here. You want to start her up, guys? Up is like this. Then you can adjust the tilt. Tilt that way to pick things up. Tilt that way to put things down. You can keep lifting up. Put it down. I'm pushing it forward to put it down. And then this is the 3-point hitch. If I raise this up like this, the whole thing is going up. You see that? If I put this down, then it goes down all the way. Whenever I leave it in the parked position, I always like to keep them down so that there's not that extra pressure on the hydraulics. And if you want to engage the PTO, you just pull that up and it'll start spinning the PTO. I'm going to turn this off now. So now it's back to the loader in the front. Cool, eh guys? I feel like this is all the tractor I'm ever going to need on my property. Anybody out there thinking about getting a medium compact tractor? I feel like a 3039 is all you'll need. You know, there's very minor differences between the 4000 and the 3000 series. Obviously, it's an upgraded series, but it's going to help me make some trails in the woods. It's going to help me do maintenance. It's going to help me maintain the gravel driveway. It's a very long driveway here on our property. This is going to help me move mulch and soil. I'll be using this loader a lot, and I know it can handle it. I feel like John Deere really holds their value, and they're built to last. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Here you go, the John Deere 3039R.